guys, welcome. Now, it's the new moon in Aries. The sun's just coming up. We always see La Luna, guys. Today we're seeing the sunrise, and listen to those birds. La Luna was nowhere to be found this morning, of course. Now, let's get some sage going. She's MIA. She's busy doing what she's doing right now. Helping us to expand. Helping us to sing our authentic song. Play our tune. Literally, it's in channel messages, guys. This is about a change in vibration, a raise in vibration. This is how we're literally going to transmute the devil energies into higher vibes. This is how we're going to take the lower vibrational spaces and places, that really dense stuff, and we're going to transmute it into higher vibes. We're literally going to transmute it. It's like we talked about yesterday, we're like the worker bees, and we're going to go and we're going to take all this lower vibe, this, toxic stuff. We're going to transmute it into something higher vibe, and that's the honey. We're creating the honey out of the negative by adding the positive charge and transmuting it. We're transmuting it. We're not keeping it. We're not keeping it here for the rest of the collective to weigh us all down. We are transmuting it so that we raise the vibration, so that we're all raising together. And it's putting love in those spaces and places where there was no love. At the end of the day, it's about taking everything and transmuting it to love. Now, channel messages. This has to do with the High Priestess. Something is being illuminated. She's illuminating something for us. And it has to do with healing. It has to do with detoxification, purification, in order to help us to transmute these lower vibrational spaces and places into higher vibes. So we're being shown where to act, where to use the masculine. We're in action in order to see where we need to apply the action. And that's connected to the star. That's connected to the energies of New Earth and the healing. The sword purifying the water, and the water purifying the sword. Here is the sword, and look at what shape is with that sword. It's all about the Ace of Swords right now. I've received this message three times, and the Queen of Wands. And these truths, remembering this sword is negatively and positively charged right here within this sword. They're helping us to create places of truth. And this is really it. This is what we're doing. We're creating places of truth. How are we going to transmute anything? With the truth. This is a high vibe place that's been created that honors truth, that honors the sword's energy to its fullest potential. Oh, wrong card. Let me get that straight. It's a little dark here, guys. Right here. This is the space. So we're moving towards, we're creating forward movement with La Luna in order to move towards achieving the balance to create this ultimate place of truth. You can see it here. You can see it here when we're restoring the balance between the feminine and masculine, the dark and the light. We're doing it within this tarot, but you can see we're working with a lot of masculine energy in order to restore the truth, to help the feminine to express her truth, and the feminine helps the masculine to heal the sacral chakra. That's what we're doing right now. And we're creating the ultimate places to tell our truth. We're going there. The moon is helping us to do so, and something between now and the full moon is going to shift in order to do this. And it has to do with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, counterparts, coming together to create equality. Coming together to restore connection, to allow us to heal. This is where the love is. This is literally where the love is. And what the King and Queen of Wands are helping us to activate is our connection to the Page of Wands. This is the 13 spheres of knowledge. The energy of youth is going to help us expand, see what we need to see, and take our energy back from the devil energies. And that's why we need all this firepower right now. Aries helps us to heal from our impulses. We're feeding from an impulse here because we're feeling separate, we're feeling selfish, we're feeling some sort of way. We're caught in the illusion. We're caught in patterning and templates that are keeping our energy hostage. We're giving it away. It's keeping us hostage. It's keeping us bound. We're going to free ourselves, so we need to go in action with the King and Queen of Wands. And we need to see what we need to see. And who's going to help us to do that? The Earth. Because right here in this space and place, because we're feeling separate and we're feeling some sort of way, and we have to create new patterning to take our energy back. And we're going to transmute this lower vibrational space, because we're going to transmute it to this. We're going to go from here to here. But we need to do that by facing a truth from the Earth. We haven't felt supported in the Earth. We're living in lack of. Some things have happened to us where we do not feel supported. We don't feel nurtured. We don't want to invest back in the Earth, but we need to. This is the key. The key to taking our energy back. So we're going to reinvest back in the Earth. We're going to make an investment. And we're going to heal from our lack of, our separateness, our lower vibrational space and place. We're going to heal from it, okay? So what we're going to do is, thanks to La Luna, we're going to connect to Fortuna, the daughter of Jupiter, the feminine. And this bird has a seed for us, and we're going to plant it. But we need to reinvest back in the Earth. We need a new perception to reinvest back in the Earth. So we need the Queen of Coins, the Queen of the Earth. And we received all these cards on our last message. And the Queen of Earth is going to help us to cool things down with all that firepower. Remembering to cool things down right now and expand through the Earth. So we have the positive tetrahedron of fire and the negative tetrahedron of Earth coming together to help us to create the shape we need, the octahedron. And we're restoring balance. We found the center in order to create the new patterning. So we do it. We're going to shift from the 5 to the 6. We got all these cards together. We're going to release what we need to release. What's the shape on the top of her head here in Judgment? Look at that. We're having a third eye activation of action. Healing with our solar plexus. Our faith allowing us to expand. This is where we release what is lower vibrational from this space and place over here, and we heal. This is where, where they say, let go, let God, give it to God. We're actually transmuting it. Because we're healing with force. We're healing with the masculine. But we're doing it by working with the feminine. We need that negative tetrahedron, and we're going to be expanding off this further, guys, okay? So stay tuned. And what's going to happen when we cool things down? This is where we pause. We're in action here. We stop. We let go of what we need to let go of. And we shift from the 10 of Wands to the 9 of Wands. And we add the positive charge. And look, we're able to go on again. We know that the 9 of Wands is the card of the wounded warrior. This is where we take action to all of our fears. And that's where we shift and we create the patterning anew. We are going to go in action. We're going to take all those 9 swords that are connected to fear. We're going to see how to act on them because we're going to face them. And we've been in inaction studying. Now we're going to add the positive charge to all of our fears and allow our expansion. Allow this transmutation, and it's connected to death. So we see what we need to see, okay? Our sword is broken. We know we've graduated by healing with the element of air because we've done all this purification work. So we get a new sword. And this new sword allows us to see what we need to see in order to continue to create faith. And this is the shape that we need. And we receive this message. And this reconnection back to the earth and healing with action, the wands, the force, the masculine, allows us to heal with the feminine. And there's a recalibration here to the earth star and our roots. This is going to allow the healing we need in our sacral chakra. This will expand from our sacral to our solar plexus. This is new growth. This is what we want, what we need to achieve. Number 11, the standing stone. So we're creating a harmony. Now these cards we've all received within readings. These are extended channeled messages here, okay? What they're adding on, what they want us to see right now. On this stone, this is connected to the labyrinth of the mind. The labyrinth of the mind is going to allow us to create the harmony we need to create. So if you feel called to do, to study that further. And it is connected to the Nine of Pentacles. And in this Nine of Pentacles, you can see we're creating our Ten of Cups, our Ten of Pentacles. We're creating it. We're coming together because we've added the positive charge and we've transmuted this space. We've transmuted it. Or we are transmuting it currently to create this. This is creating our Ten of Cups legacy, our Ten of Pentacles legacy. Because our Ten of Pentacles is connected to our Ten of Cups. We're doing that from healing from the Five of Wands charge by getting back to nature. This man has just saved this bear from this bear trap. In order to understand what we need to understand, we need to get back to nature and we need to heal with the earth. That is the main message because that is how we create the proper shape. Here's the Three of Wands. This is how we restore faith and create the proper shape and open up the portals we need to open up to, the connection. This is connecting to the divine. This is working with the light through the masculine, with the masculine. But in order to do it, we need the sword. And look at how small our new sword is. It's a tiny one. And it's connected to the Eight of Wands, where we expand with the masculine. We're healing with the masculine. The masculine's in motion in the Eight of Wands and is feeling good. Remember, we know this is enough energy to start a car and we're driving. We're going to some spaces and places that are now higher vibe. We're traveling now. And it's all because we decided to raise our vibration with harmony, with music. And we know that's a negotiation. When we create music and we're creating a harmony, it has to do with a negotiation. And this is what we're doing here. La Luna is showing us how to create a new tune, authentic tune, a healing tune. We know that this healing tune is connected to humanity's evolution song. And humanity's evolution song is connected to the healing of Mother Earth. And this is the mission. This is what we came here to do. And it all has to do with the Queen of Wands. I was grabbing this deck, guys. I was grabbing this deck. And the Queen of Wands flung out again. More confirmation of the time we are in. That is channel messages, guys. Let's get things shuffled up and expand off this.